in front of the image of Mother Durga. Durga Puja is a very big festival here, like Navaratri. Now, many times at the previous joint families, Durga Puja used to be held. And as we know, it's a 5-day function and there is a huge amount of planning required. Everything has to be done by time. There are, tithis and the Purohit has to be invited. The fruits have to be cut, the prasad has to be made ready, the bhog has to be cooked, and even some small thing like a floor has to be wiped in front of the Mother Durga. Now, I would not normally be wiping the floor, but if I have the opportunity to wipe the floor of Mother Durga's thing, I feel very elated. I don't feel, I need to have any reward for that work. The work itself is a reward that I'm feeling so fulfilling. And you cannot say that the person who is cutting the fruit or calling the Purohit is doing a more superior work than a person who is just wiping the floor. So, my submission to you today is that if this attitude of the way we celebrate Mother Durga Puja, if we can bring it to our workplace. For students, I will tell that in my college, for example, Invictus is a very big event. I am very proud that they collect 20-25 lakhs and do it. But it requires planning for last 4-5 months. I see the students planning. There are big things to be done and there are small things to do in Invictus. What are the big things? The big things is first of all collecting money from different sources. Then you invite the various colleges. But like this we all know, but there are very, very small things to be done. For example, the water bottles are put on the ground floor. We sometimes bring it to the 5th floor, which many people may not want to do. Or the banner has to be put properly. Or I have to serve the water to someone. Now I can serve water in a very perfunctory manner, or I can serve water as if I am giving a prasad to someone. Because he is thirsty. So when I am giving water to that person, he should feel really elated. And I should feel joy, not that it's a trivial work. Not that, okay, that person Siddharth is doing all the cream of the work and I am doing a very trivial work. No work is trivial here. Giving the water in a nice way to someone who has come from a different college, in a very, very nice way, he should feel good. Telling him, okay, please come, it's 2 o'clock, you must have some snacks now. So everything that we do, if we do it with a lot of inward thing, then the whole idea is the function Invictus has to be successful. So it is nothing, no big work, no small work. No one is going to tell me, okay, wow, the way you served water is so good. But what we are trying to tell you here is, friends, is that let us have the intrinsic joy of the work. I may not get any certificate, I may not get the first prize, I may not get the best students award. Maybe Satavisha gets the best students award, or Samriti gets it, or Priyam gets it. But the question is, I feel at the end of the function the Invictus was held, I did my small work, what was given to me, in very sincerely. Friends, my submission is that you always have to work in a group, whether you are doing an event or you are doing the corporate world. If you think of the bigger picture of the organization's success and not look at your tiny thing, but you are putting your 100% into it. You are working as if it's a puja for you. You are working as if it's worship for you. It does not matter if you do not get the best students award or you get the best managers award. The work becomes much more fulfilling. And consequently, you will feel much more relaxed and happy at the end of the day. You are not stressed out. When you go back home, you are actually having more time for your family. And 99% of the time, you will also be more successful. So let us try it very sincerely, this approach.